Hello everyone, this is Professor Govind and I welcome you to the session of MS Excel functions. Let us discuss about the function called lookup and reference in this video session. Let us talk about the category of function called lookup and reference, and also we'll discuss about the category, one more category of function called financial. Let us start first with the category called lookup and reference. Lookup and reference functions help you to work with arrays of data. Arrays of data is wherein we have bulk data arranged in a particular order, that is either row wise or column wise. Arrays of data is the arranged data, and these functions are particularly useful when you need to cross reference between different data sets. They perform tasks such as providing information about a range, returning the location of a given address or value, or for looking up specific values. To simplify, lookup and reference functions are specially used to extract a value from bulk data or large amount of data. Let us assume that we have thousands of data sets available in a single Excel worksheet. If you have large amount of data, in other words, to extract a particular value, for example, if I need to extract a value, if you consider this example which is available on your screen, if I need to extract a value wherein I want to know what products I have under the brand called HP, if I need to know what products I have under the brand called HP, instead of going for a manual search, we can go for lookup and reference category of functions. So in simple terms, what lookup and reference will do, according to the given reference, we'll have to give reference to extract a particular data. For example, here the reference is HP. According to the given reference, lookup and reference functions will give you the desired result, the desired outcome. Let us try out some of the functions available under this category. We'll practice around 4 to 5 functions of this category. We'll practice, one is called VLOOKUP function. We'll talk about HLOOKUP, then is hyperlink, lookup and address functions of this category. So I have a sample data available on our screen. I have a sample data. Consider this as a warehouse wherein we have different products of different brands, and we have given an ID for each and every brand. For Dell the ID is 1, for Logitech the ID is 2, for Samsung it is 3, for HP it is 4, and for Logitech it is 5. And under these brands we have these products available in our showroom. With Dell we have his computer, for Logitech we have his mouse, for Samsung we have his computer, for HP we have his laptop, and for Logitech we have his mouse. Let me find out with ID 5, I wish to know, as a owner of this warehouse or a showroom, I wish to know with ID 5 what brand I have and what product I have. What brand and what product I have. Let us talk about now VLOOKUP function. VLOOKUP is vertical lookup. Reference should be given from the first column. Now this is what we should remember and keep in mind. In VLOOKUP, reference must always be given from the first column of your data, first column of your table array. We cannot give some other reference. Reference must be given from the first column of your table array. With that reference, we can search other data, we can extract other data. But reference must always be given from the first column of your table array. Let us check out how to find it. If you look at the top left corner, I have added also the simple or sample criteria. I wish to know with ID 5 what product I have in my showroom. So let me go to place my cursor in product, in the empty cell which is under product, which is under the label product. So let me place my cursor at an empty cell. We'll go to formulas and we'll select the category called lookup and reference. Click on lookup and reference and search for the function called VLOOKUP. So go for VLOOKUP, and then you have is this dialog box wherein we have different arguments, wherein we need to enter different arguments. First is mention which value or what the reference is. Which value should be considered as a reference. In this case, the value that we wish to consider for reference is 5. We wish to search for ID 5 and we want to know the related or connected data with 5. And where is that available? Is available in this particular table. And what is the connected data you want to extract? Where the connected data is available? I wish to know with ID 5 what is the product connected. So check out at which particular column that product is available. ID is column number 1. We'll have to mention here the column index number. Column index number is nothing but the position of that particular column where the related data is available. What do I mean by position is, if you look at this table, we have got only 3 columns. ID is column 1, brand is column 2, and product is available at column 3. So I wish to display product which is related with ID 5, and product is 3rd column in this table. So column index number I will add is 3, and the last argument is range lookup, which is an optional one. Range lookup is a logical value. Logical value is either true or false. If it is a logical value, then we have only 2 possible entries. Either it can be true or it can be false. To find the closest match in the first column, if the exact given number is not available in the first column, if 5 is not available for example, then if you mention true, then it will search for the closest possible value of 5, that is in ascending order. If not, it will consider that as false, which means the exact value should be available. Nearby value will not be considered. If 5 is not available, then you will have no answer if you select false. But if you select true, in ascending order, it will select the nearest number, which is 4, for example. But as we wish to display a correct and a particular answer, let us mention this entry as false. We want exact number, which is 5. Click on OK, and the result we have is 5, which means with ID 5, the result or the related product we have is mouse. Because I have only 5 entries in this table, you may find this as very difficult. You may ask why to search using this function for a particular product. It can be done directly. But consider a situation wherein you have 5,000 entries. Consider a situation wherein you have around 5,000 or 10,000 entries. You know what the ID is. You know the reference, but you don't know what product is related with that ID. So when you have bulk amount of data, then this lookup function can be used for extracting data, for extracting related or connected data with a referenced value. So this is about VLOOKUP. We also have is HLOOKUP. VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP both are same. VLOOKUP is, it will search for a reference in the first column. It is vertical. It is vertical lookup, and if it is vertical lookup, it will search for the reference value from the first column of your table. And if it is a horizontal lookup, it will search, the only change is, it will search the reference value in the first row of your table. HLOOKUP stands for horizontal lookup. Result and the principle and the purpose is same, to search or to extract a referenced or connected value. But in case of VLOOKUP, if first column is your reference, then go for VLOOKUP. And if you have your reference point at first row, then go for HLOOKUP. Let me place my cursor over any blank cell. Go for HLOOKUP. Go for HLOOKUP. Now lookup value. parameters or arguments remain same. Lookup value is 101. Table array, where the table is available, where the list of data is available is here. This is the table array. The second argument is table array. Okay. One is the lookup value. Lookup value is 101. I want to search what is the connected value with 101 is. Let us say we want to extract quantity with order ID 101. We want to know what is the quantity of a product is with order ID 101. So reference, that is lookup value, is B4, that is 101. 101 is placed in B4 cell. So B4, that is 101, is our reference point, is our lookup value. Table array is the data, that is we'll have to select this table as table array. Row index, now in this case I want to know what is the quantity with order ID 101. So check out here, order ID is row number 1, unit price is row number 2, and quantity is row number 3. We'll have to check the row numbers of this particular table. Don't go with this reference of 6, 7 and 8. Most of them get confused with these references. In HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP, we don't consider these values. What we consider is what is a particular row number or a column number in a given table. So in this table, order ID is row number 1, unit price is row number 2, and quantity is row number 3. As I wish to check out what quantity connected with 101 is, I should go for row number 3 because quantity is available at row number 3. So let me mention row number as 3, and again we have is range lookup. Exact value, we should go for false. Nearest value, if not 101 is available, then it should go for true. But in such cases, we should go for false as we wish to check the exact or correct value. So let me go for false. If it is not 101, then it will give no answer. It will be not applicable or not available. Click on OK. So with 101, the connected quantity is 4. So this is about HLOOKUP. And then we have is hyperlink. We all have discussed many times what hyperlink is. Hyperlink is connectivity between two files, any two files. If you click on a particular data here in MS Excel, if you click on a particular text, for example, in MS Excel, it can open some other file of some other application. For example, if I click on this, it can open an file which is related with MS Word or MS PowerPoint file or an image or an video or audio. We can open any other file just by clicking on a particular text which is available in MS Excel. So hyperlink is about providing a bridge, providing a connectivity between two different files. Let me go to lookup and reference, and we have is hyperlink. Link location, you will have to find out. Link location is the text giving the path and the file name to the document to be opened, which is available either in your hard drive location, UNC address or URL. UNC and URL are data or the information which is not available locally on your computer. URL is like a web path or an internet path. As of now, we have data available on our desktop, so we'll have is hard drive location itself, which is available in a local computer. Link location, we can give it here. Link location will have to search where the data is available. What we can do for it is search for a particular image if you wish to open an image and check out where exactly the image is available. Check out the property of it. In property, we will get the location of that particular image. Let me check for a particular image, check out the properties, and I'll copy the path of it. I'll copy the location of it. Right click, go to properties, and the location tab is available. You can copy that location and you can paste it here, in link location slash, we'll have to mention is what image you wish to open. Workplace dot jpg is the image that I wish to open, and you can give any friendly name if you wish, or any alternate name if you wish. Let me give GCC, click on OK. So as you can see here, there is a word or there is a term called GCC available, and if I click on this, the image which I have connected will be opened. So this is how we can connect anything and everything with a text or with the objects available on MS Excel sheet. What I have linked now is the image. Similarly, you can link PDF file, PPT file, MS Word file, almost all the files which are available in your computer. Or you can give is the location like the web path, internet location, etc. Can link almost anything and everything. So this is about hyperlink. We'll have to go to hyperlink and we'll have to mention the place or the location of the image or the file which you wish to connect, and this is the optional part. If you wish to give any name, you can give, otherwise it will be blank. You can give any name if you wish. So this is about hyperlink. The next one we have is lookup. Lookup again is quite similar to VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. It is used to search for a particular value. Let me go to lookup and reference again. Click on the lookup function. Lookup function is a value it searches for a value either from one row or one column or range from an array. Click on lookup, and when you click on lookup, it opens up with two options: lookup value, lookup vector and result vector, or lookup value and array. Let us check out both. Let us check out first lookup value and array. Click on OK. I hope you are able to see there are two options available with lookup. First one is lookup value, lookup vector and result vector. The second one is lookup value and array. Click on OK. Let me select the second one first, lookup value and array. Click on OK. With lookup value and array, let me first, there are two parameters or two arguments available. One is it will ask for lookup value and then it will ask for array. Let me select first lookup value, which is A, and array is the entire table. Let us see what the result will be. And lookup value and array will be entire table. The result we have with this is 111. Now remember, what lookup value we had chosen was A, and what is the result we have is 111, which means the connected value with A will be given, which is 111. The connected value with the reference point, which was A, will be given, and the connected value is 111. This with the second option in that list. Let me go back to lookup and reference. Now select lookup. Earlier we had selected lookup value and array. Now let us select lookup value, lookup vector and result vector. Let me explain you the difference. Once we check out the result. Let me explain you what the only difference between these two options is. Let me remind you, earlier we had selected lookup value and array, and now we are selecting lookup value, lookup vector and result vector. The first option in lookup function. Click on OK. Now we have three arguments here. The first one, as usual, is lookup value, a reference point. Second one is lookup vector. The third one is result vector. Let me first select lookup value. What I'll change here now is, instead of selecting the first column of my table, let me now select this reference. So what my reference is 444 now. My reference now is 444, and where this 444 is available in this particular column. 444 is available in this particular column, and where the result vector is available in this particular column. And click on OK. What is the result we have is D, which means with value 444, with reference 444, the connected value is D. This is with array, the result with array, and this is the result with vector, the first option in lookup. So what the difference is, with array with this, we should always select our reference at the first column or at the first row if it is horizontal data. Please understand this. With array, we are bound to select only and only reference from the first column or first row of your table. But with vector, we can select any reference point, that is from any column or from any row. There is no bound, there is no restriction as such that we should always select the reference point from the first column itself. So if you wish to select your reference from other columns other than the first one, or other than the first row, if you want to select any reference point from other rows, then go for vector. If not, the reference is available at the first row or first column itself, go for array. So this is about the lookup function. The last one in this category we have is address. Now address is nothing but a cell address. What address function will do is it will display address of a selected cell or a box in a particular pattern, in a particular way. There are two patterns available. So let us check out how the address of a selected cell will be displayed. Keep your cursor on any blank cell. Place your cursor on any blank cell. Go to lookup and reference. Select the function called address, the first one. Select the function called address. Now there are 5 parameters available. I want to select the first row, and one thing you should understand here is, you should mention the row number and the column numbers. Don't add column name. Columns are generally referred with alphabets, but when you are using address function, you will have to mention is the number of that particular column. For example, I wish to know the address of first row and the first column. First column I should not mention as A, but I should add the number of it, which is 1. The third argument is in what format you want to display this. As we all know, we have learned this. In cell referencing, there are 4 referencing patterns available. It can be relative, absolute, mixed, or mixed is, in mixed we have 2. Either absolute column and relative row, or absolute row and relative column. As you can see here, it specifies the reference type. If it is completely absolute is with dollar symbol it will be displayed. If it is absolute, you should select the answer as 1. In the third argument, absolute number will be 1 if you want to select absolute as your pattern of data. If you wish to go for absolute row and relative column, you should enter is 2. If you wish to go for relative row and absolute column, go for 3. What happens here with 2 is $1 and 1 will be displayed, and with third option, that is relative row and absolute column, 1 and $1 will be displayed, with relative as it is the normal pattern. Let me select the fourth one first. As you can see, we have is column name and row number directly. Otherwise, $A and 1 or A and $1 if you select second or the third option. If you select the first option, $A and $1 will be the pattern of your data. Now, how we used to display this A1? In a normal style, which is A1, go for 1, or you can give reference also like this, R1 and C1, which means row 1 and C1, that is column 1. Let me go for the second pattern. First one is known to all of us. So let me go for the second pattern, for which I will have to enter here 0. For which I will have to enter my address, enter my value as 0 here. Sheet text, if you want to display any prefix with this, let me display GCC, click on OK. With it we have is GCC. Have a look at this result. Have a look at the result. With GCC we have is row number and the column number. GCC is the name, row 1 and column 1. Similarly, let me go to formula again, lookup and reference address. Let me now go for third row and fifth column. Row number is 3, column number is 5. If I select my answer as 2, then column I will have is relative and row I will have is absolute. So E $3, or if I select 3 here, then $E means column will be absolute and row will be relative. So that pattern is left to you. According to your requirement, you can either select 1, 2, 3 or 4. Let me select 1, which is completely absolute. The pattern I wish is the normal pattern, which is 1. With pattern 0, it will display row 3 and column 5, R3 and C5. But I wish to display the address of this cell in a normal way that we have been using. And sheet text is GCC again. Click on OK. With it, the result we have is this. The result we have is GCC and $E and $3. This is the address of the cell that we had selected. So this is to print the address of a selected cell in a particular pattern. I hope the concepts are clear. Practice all these examples. So for better understanding, you will have to practice all the examples narrated in the video session. Thank you for your patient listening. Stay safe. Thank you so much.